All right. Good morning. Good morning. So, I just left the post office mailing off some stuff. Let me scooch back a little bit. Um, so the weekend was really eye-opening. It was busy. It was some mosquito in here. It was emotional, and I made it through. So basically, let me tell you. So I'm going to tell you what happened, and then I'm going to give you like a tip. I'm going to give you a tip on what I call purging, because that's actually what I ended up doing, was purging, because I had so much stuff. And I was like, you know what? Even the stuff that the clothing and stuff that I sell, like I had it posted up for a little bit. So, I was like, here's what I'll do. I will put this stuff into piles, right? So I had a pile for gifting. One was trash, like, because some stuff you just don't want to give nobody or donate. I do recycle though. But and then I had some items that I gave to a friend of mine who owns a resale shop. And I took some pictures. I have them on Facebook, but I have to post them on my Instagram of this beautiful dress that was at his shop. But anyway, I was able to go through all of those things. Now, here is the deeper part of this process. So, it's been a little over 2 years ago that I lost my mother. I don't want to say I lost her, but she transitioned. That's a whole different story that I have to get into with y'all later. And so I inherited a lot of things, and I inherited a lot of stuff. And 2 years later, I'm still dealing with some of that stuff. So, and just imagine, I have siblings, but they're all boys. So, like shoes and clothes and stuff. Excuse me. They don't want that. What are they gonna do with that kind of stuff? Jewelry. What are they gonna do with that? So, anyway, as I'm going through all of my things, because they're kind of mixed up together in my little space back there, as I'm going through all those things, I'm thinking about my mom, and I'm thinking about what, if I'm doing the right thing with her stuff. I've always, like, ever since that day, I've always been like, would she be pleased with what I'm doing? You know what I'm saying? Now, here's the thing. My mama told me before she left. My mama told me before she even got sick. I don't care nothing about all that stuff. When I'm gone, I don't care nothing about that. Like, I don't care what you do with it. She said that. And I know she meant it. But still, you always want to be pleasing to your mother. So you don't want to disappoint. So I think that's what carried on. So I've been holding, here's what I realized, that I was holding on to a lot of things just because they were my mother's. So, and she was holding on to a lot of things of her mother's and of her grandmother's and her great grandmother, I'm thinking. So I ended up with that stuff too. And it's all fine and good if it's, it's heirlooms that you can pass down to the next generation. But anyway, I was able to pretty much work through some of my grief, because I realized that I am still grieving. Like, I never fully just let it go. So I was able to accomplish a lot. And I'm going to give you a tip on when you're purging or when you're cleaning. And you know they say if you're not using it, just throw it away. But here's something else you can do. And this is what I did. You take the item and you hold it and you feel it. I mean, really feel it. And whatever energy that item is giving off, that's how you know that what to do with it. So some items I could hold and they would bring negative emotions or negative feelings. And some items would just bring back good memories. And some items just felt good. And then some items just said, hey, it's time for me to go on to somebody else. And that's just what it is. So if there's anything that brought bad memories or bad energy to me, that stuff I want out of my house. So that could be one way for you to get rid of some of the stuff that surrounds you and that's keeping you from thinking clear. I ain't gonna lie. It was hard as fuck. And it is time consuming. It took like all day. But is it worth it? Yes, because I already feel a little bit more light. And I can't wait to start the next thing. So this week we're going to continue on with our purging, with our cleansing and clearing. And then by the weekend, I think we should be able to start on our sacred spots or our sacred spaces. All right, so I'm out. I will talk to you guys later. Peace and toodles.